We are delighted to welcome you all here this evening to honor the 2015 Hardsurface Awards. The awards presented here tonight are among the most prestigious awards in our industry. But tonight we would like to thank all of you, the members of the Terrazzo Tile and Marble Association of Canada, for your support of our association year after year, for helping us grow this most important branch of our association, the Hardsurface Awards. While only one project will win in each category, and only one will be Project of the Year winner, we would like to thank all of you who have entered your projects in the race, proving that you are meeting and exceeding the industry standards. Every one of the well-executed projects, being stone, tile, terrazzo, contributes to the prosperity of the entire industry. We congratulate all of you for being in the race for this year's awards, and we thank all of you for sharing them with us. In return, we will proudly share them with architects, designers, specification writers, and others in our industry. The projects this year were judged at the Toronto office of the Interior Designers of Canada, where a group of architects and designers took their time looking at and judging the projects. The voting was done individually in all categories, and as a group, the award for Judges' Award of Merit and the Project of the Year were decided. As always, choosing the Award of the Year was not an easy task, as a few projects were in the race. The judges were all very happy to see the quality of work and the complexity of the projects. They were extremely congratulatory towards all the projects entered in this year's competition. We are now presenting all the entries for this year. The Terrazzo category. The Mustard Seed, submitted by Flesher Marble and Tile. St. Joseph's Health Fair, submitted by Franklin Terrazzo. Manufactured Tile. Galeries des Jeux, submitted by Mapei International and National Ceramics and Granite Limited. En route MTO, submitted by Flex Tile International and Olympia Tile. Euro Tile and Stone Showroom, submitted by Euro Tile and Stone. Yorkdale Expansion, submitted by Maple Terrazzo and Tile Incorporated. Agrium Western Event Center, submitted by Flesher Marble and Tile, 1910. Natural Stone. Edmonton Federal Building, submitted by Decor Tile Company Limited. iStore, submitted by Etelbeck International Incorporated. Water Park Places, submitted by Maple Terrazzo and Tile Incorporated. 18 York Street, submitted by Maple Terrazzo and Tile Incorporated. Restoration. St. Anne's Church, submitted by Twin City Tile. Chateau Frontenac Boutique, submitted by Flex Tile Limited and Olympia Tile and Stone. Montreal Olympic Park Sports Center, submitted by Mapei International and Carrelage de Montréal Limité. Unique and Special Award. Statue of David, submitted by Euro Tile and Stone. Technical Product Application. Guildford Mall, submitted by Custom Building Projects and Apex Granite and Tile. Next Generation Bathroom, submitted by Ceramique, Hugo Sanchez, and Schluter Systems. Private Residence, submitted by Ardex Canada. Residential. Dustin Residence, submitted by Heward Marble and Tile. International. Phoenix Skytrain, Stage 1A, submitted by Domus Terrazzo Supply. This year's winner of the Terrazzo category, the Mustard Seed, submitted by Flesher Marble and Tile. The Mustard Seed helps meet the basic needs of shelter, food, clothing, and acceptance for men and women experiencing poverty, and works with them to find sustainable housing and employment. Stair treads, designed with poured-in-place terrazzo, is not a unique idea. If you were to walk through some established buildings in the core of any major Canadian cities, you would see stair treads, covered risers, and stringers in abundance, and they would still look like the day they were produced. What you won't see are terrazzo stairs that are suspended on a single beam support structure as in the Mustard Seed. The design was a completely open concept and was very challenging to engineer. The project, although conceptualized by BWC architects, was only a concept. The nuts and bolts of how this was actually going to happen fell into the hands of the structural steel fabricators, Terrazzo fabricators, Flesher Marble and Tile, and some quality welders. What makes this project unique to the Terrazzo scope was the open concept. Because the stairs were floating on a single structural beam, the underside of the precast sections were visible. This meant that the entire tread, top, bottom, and sides, needed to be finished, which is not typical of a precast terrazzo application. This year's winner of Manufactured Tile category, the Agrium Western Center Event Center, AWEC, submitted by Flesher Marble and Tile. This is a one-of-a-kind project, 6 meter by 12 meter, making it by far the largest water jet project done with superior large format pieces, and it's impressive. Agrium, being the title sponsor of the building, wanted to educate school children about the places in the world where their technology was making architectural advances to increase quality of life. What about a world map? The initial concept was to laser etch a softened up map of the world into a single porcelain tile color. There were discussions about the format, size, and thickness of the tile, as build-up elevations was not an option. Flesher did some research and responded with water jet cutting in large format pieces and piecing it like a puzzle with contrasting colors. Because it is a puzzle, the only way to make fabrication and installation feasible was to cut out puzzle pieces out of a large monolithic panel. The original format was proposed to be 5 by 10, sized down to 5 by 5 to lower the risk of breakage in a container transport from Italy. The process leading up to the installation of the world map puzzle was highly scrutinized. Both consultants and general contractors were very apprehensive about the risk. Flesher was successful in the puzzle installation, and the result could be seen for years to come in the Agrium building. This year's winner of the Natural Stone category, Edmonton Federal Building, submitted by Decor Tile Company Limited. The Edmonton Federal Building was designed in 1939 and constructed in the late 50s. Decor Tile Company Limited's work on the project involved the restoration, rejuvenation, and redevelopment of tile, terrazzo, and stone in the existing building and a newly added pavilion for use by the Government of Alberta. The centerpiece of the project is the pavilion. It consists of a large open area where Decor Tile Company Limited installed its 600mm by 1200mm by 19mm thick granite panels on an uncoupling membrane. The Atlantic Grey granite is a mix of thermal and honed finish, has a stainless steel expansion joints and porcelain tile inlays. The entire floor is installed on a thick mortar bed. Finishes of varying thicknesses were installed at the same height, which presented a challenge. Within the pavilion is the main staircase leading to the second floor. It has thermal finished granite treads, stainless steel nosings, and honed finished granite risers. This staircase had various angles on the stringers, and while a challenge resulted in a magnificent final product, 20,500 square feet of new stone was installed on floors and walls. This year's winner in the restoration category, Montreal Olympic Park Sports Centre, submitted by Mapei International and Carrelage de Montréal Limité. The Olympic Park Sports Centre is located in Montreal, Quebec. It houses the largest aquatic centre in the province. The facility was recently renovated. It had not been updated since it was originally built to host the Olympic Games in 1976. Today, with a completely revamped competitive swimming basin and diving pool, it is once again a state-of-the-art facility, modernized to meet the strict standards of FINA, Fédération Internationale de Natation. Carrelage de Montréal Limité was hired to revamp the sports center's pools, deck, access ramps, and change rooms. They selected Mapei products to guarantee a durable installation and to be able to keep the project on schedule. During the installation, numerous challenges were successfully passed, and the final product was to everyone's delight, as the installers maintained the heritage of the 1976 Olympics hosted by Montreal in the redesign. Circular patterns are evident throughout the facility, including the tile work of the Aquatic Center, paying tribute to the Olympic rings. This year's winner of Unique and Special Award, the Statue of David, submitted by Euro Tile and Stone. With the new design concept, clients are immersed into the universe of tile and stone. Immediately upon entering the Euro Tile and Stone showroom, customers are captivated by the 18-foot tall replica of Michelangelo's Statue of David. This iconic Italian symbol becomes the major feature element in the showroom. It is a bold reminder of the country where most of their projects originate. Placed in the middle of the main aisle and overlooking the entire space, the imposing work of art acts as a centerpiece and is visible from all sides of the retail area. It also helps break up the vast space volume, 10,000 square feet floor, and its 23-foot high ceilings. Mounted on wood and steel reinforced base, this impressive sculpture is made of fiberglass and covered with over 376 tiny 3/8 by 3/8 gradient tone mosaic tiles, from off-white to dark gray. Lit by direct light to enhance its grandeur and splendor, the statue shines from its top towards the bottom, along with the gradient tone mosaics. The construction of the base and shape of David took a total of 6 weeks. It also took a team of 8 workers an entire month to apply the thousands of minuscule tiles by hand, one by one. This year's winner, Technical Product Application, 4672 Bellevue Drive, Vancouver, submitted by Ardex Canada. Initially, the contractor thought the tile could be hand-bombed onto site, but quickly learned that a crane was needed. The tile was too big to make it around the corners of the scaffold, so the tile was placed on the roof, cut to size, then lowered 12 feet to the scaffold below using a monolith handling system. All walls were screeded to within 1/16 of an inch over 12 feet horizontally. Vertically was more challenging, with the walls in some areas being out of plumb, 1.5 inches over 6 feet. We also had to take windows into consideration. Every inch is flat coated and troweled with a 3/8 trowel, and every inch of tile is back buttered and troweled in a horizontal direction, allowing the thin set to marry. Each piece was then tapped with a grout float from the inside out to ensure proper coverage. 1 millimeter pro leveling spacers were used. Every second tile would require an expansion joint. We chose to silicone the entire home. Ardex materials performed beyond expectations, and upon completion of the project, the client was ecstatic about the final look. This year's winner of the residential category, Durston Residence, submitted by Heward Marble and Tile. The objective of the project was to provide a high-quality installation that was not only visual pleasing, but functional and would withstand the test of time. The majority of the exterior flooring is covered with 12 by 36 solid body porcelain tile. The substrate was concrete with radiant heating tubes within. As for the shower floors and walls, a much more rigorous preparation process was used to ensure moisture containment, functionality, longevity of the tile installation, as well as it for to be aesthetically pleasing. Each shower floor substrate was constructed lower than the floor outside of the shower area and sloped to a linear drain that was placed against the wall. One prominent feature of the house was the cross-cut travertine stone slabs that were installed on a central wall rising up throughout the center of the house. The slabs also wrapped around into the kitchen and formed the backsplash over the range. The wall was heavily reinforced with steel and sheeted with plywood to carry the load of the stone slabs. In some areas, mechanical installation was employed as well to provide support for the stone slab. The result is an installation that is not only beautiful in appearance, but will be able to stand the test of the ever-changing outdoor elements. This year's winner of the international category, Phoenix SkyTrain Stage 1A, submitted by Domus Terrazzo Supply. This airport project consisted of 2 newly constructed buildings to expand a bustling airport and connect the airport's terminals and parking lots via a light rail system. The project includes 24,000 square feet of 3/8 epoxy terrazzo in 7 colors across 2 train station passenger loading platforms, connecting bridge, and elevator lobby. Each train station platform is located 66 feet above ground. A local artist was commissioned to work with the Aviation Department, the Office of Arts and Culture, and the Automated Train Team to design a terrazzo floor for the future train station platform and connecting bridges. The artist designed the first platform's terrazzo flooring based on an Alcoma pottery basket design. Traditional Alcoma pottery is made using slate-like clay, which gives the pottery the terracotta look. It is then hand-painted with geometric designs. For this terrazzo design, the artist worked very closely with the terrazzo contractor, creating a perfect terracotta color out of terrazzo, with the accents of gray, blue, and traditional turquoise. The artist's second inspiration for the passenger platform and bridge design is a weave piece that resembles the inner portions of a Navajo wedding basket, an abstract rug design. The designer loved the flexibility and endless possibilities that epoxy terrazzo has to offer. The artist was able to tweak epoxy colors and design elements in order to make her artistic vision perfectly unfold on the floor. And now for the two last categories of the night. Judges Award of Merit. This is usually awarded to a project that came very close in a category but didn't win. And this year, the honor goes to St. Anne's Roman Catholic Church, submitted by Twin City Tile Company Limited in the restoration category. This is a beautiful terrazzo restoration of a church floor, which was hidden under carpet for 23 years. The project was a great success for both the church and Twin City Tile. And now for the last and most prestigious award of the night, the Project of the Year Award. This is the project considered to be the best out of all the category winners. This year, the award goes to Ardex Canada for the project submitted in the technical product application. With this, we conclude our award ceremony, and we invite you to submit your projects for next year's awards. It's never too early. Thank you. Good night.